fresh vegetables, maybe from the farmer's market, the meat, and then it gets lost in the back of your refrigerator and ends up looking like day 14 on the right. Well, let's keep it looking like day 14 on the left with the Genius Air Plus refrigerator, refresher, and deodorizer. We have Chef Tony here,
Terry,
who brings this
finally
to
get
us.
to work with you.
I know, I'm so excited.
Same here.
This
Same here.
is phenomenal. I'm totally getting it because I hate to waste food.
Yes.
When I forget it was there and I have to throw it in the garbage, I'm sick to my stomach. And this is going to change that for me, all for $30.48, because what it does, well, tell us, what does it do?
Absolutely. First of all, it comes from commercial institutions, restaurants, hotel chains, also cruise ships. If you've been on a cruise and you wonder how can they keep the fruit so safe and fresh, 3, 4, 5 days at sea, it's ionization. So how Genius was able to take that expensive technology and put it into something the size of my hand, I have no idea. But what this does is it extends the life of your food, and it's a great deodorizer. This will eliminate ethylene gas, ammonias, and bacteria. Why do I say that? All fruits and vegetables have gas. That's how they ripen.
Right.
So we put them in a refrigerator, we close the door, and then that gas is trapped. What this will do is it'll eliminate it, so it extends the life of your food. It comes with 4 AA batteries, so you don't even have to buy those. You put them down at the bottom. You'll press your power button on. Then you're going to hit mode. You hold mode down in the beginning because you want to turn it to Fahrenheit.
Okay.
And then one more time, you'll turn it up to high. High is for your regular refrigerators. The low setting is for your smaller refrigerators. And then this button right here is called Super Fresh. I'll press it so you can see what happens. The blue light will come on. This is going to blast your refrigerator with ionization. So any gases that are in there, it'll eliminate that. It'll toggle back to that high setting. That blue light will also turn amber when the batteries are starting to go, and it'll flash red telling you when you need to change your batteries.
Great. So it's a little smart device, too.
Absolutely.
Now, how often do you have to do that first button where it really blasts it?
You do that usually on a shop day. So if you go shopping on a Friday or Saturday and you load your refrigerator up, press that Super Fresh button, it'll ionize up to 600 square feet, believe it or not. So the refrigerator is not a problem. And what's great about this is it has no filters. It just keeps working. It's what I call the silent protector in your fridge.
I love that. Well, let's go over the colors. This one here is your blue, red, orange, green, and purple. Purple is most limited if you love your purples. So would you like to show us?
Sure.
Yes, you would. You're already here. All right.
I came over because everyone always asks, well, where do you place it?
Yes.
Pretty much, friends, you can put this wherever you want. You can place it anywhere you like. What I do is I keep mine on the top right-hand side in an empty jar. I can always see the temperature in my fridge.
Okay.
And again, this will do up to 600 square feet, including down into the drawers. The only secret to Genius Air, if you buy anything that's in a box or in a package that you've closed, like your tomatoes or lettuce, broccoli, open those bags up. Let the gas out.
Okay.
Genius Air will sense it, turn on, eliminate those gases, and then it just keeps your fridge nice and fresh. You'll also notice that I didn't do any wrapping on top of here because it'll help stop cross-contamination. I don't have to worry about odors in the fridge. And that, I'm sure my fiance Vivian is laughing right now. There's an alarm set on the side.
Hi, Vivian.
Hey, Vivi. The reason I turned that on is I didn't realize how much I leave the refrigerator door open. So the summer coming up, kids going in and out.
Oh, yes.
The husbands like us that forget to close the fridge door. That will tell you, and as soon as I close it, it's light censored, it'll shut off.
Well, that makes sense with opening the bags, because when they tell you if you want to make some fruit more ripe,
you put it in the bag.
Put it in a bag.
And you close
so if you want to keep it from getting ripe, then open up the bag.
So if we stay on this just for a second, because I'm proud of this, these are 2 refrigerators with the same food. We hired a security guards company 24/7 for 14 straight days. If you look on the left where the Genius Air is, just look at the top of the greens on the radishes. You can still see that they're green. And even the strawberries have that redness to them. But if you look on the right, we call that cash in the trash. And you mentioned something really important. It happens to all of us. You buy the raspberries, then you shove something else in the fridge, then you shove something else in the fridge,
and you forgot
and 5 days later, they're in the back with all the fuzz on it.
Yeah.
This is actually going to eliminate that, and it's one of the best deodorizers you'll ever have in your fridge, and I honestly mean that, so I'm going to show that off here.
Oh, this is the stinky plate?
Yeah, I call this the stinky plate.
Oh, no.
And I don't cook this way, friends, trust me, okay? So underneath here, we have caramelized onions, blue cheese, garlic,
got the
and
whiff
salmon.
already.
So, but if this was in a normal fridge, that smell would come out and really just punch you in the face. What Genius Air does is it helps to eliminate that, keeps your food nice and fresh and crisp. But more importantly, on the back, I have a piece of pound cake there. Can you pick that up for me? Don't be afraid. It's okay. Give it a sniff. You smell.
It smells like pound cake.
Exactly. And if you wanted to taste
stinky
it,
cheese or
salmon
or
garlic,
Ugh.
it really
Should
does.
I taste it?
You can if you want. I promise you, you will not taste any of those other things. You'll taste pound cake. I would never set
You're right.
anybody up for failure.
Thank you. And I was hungry too.
So let me talk.
Especially after all of these cooking shows.
Let's talk to some friends out there that really need this. Oh, college students.
Oh, yes.
You got to have one of these in that small fridge that's sitting in your dorm. So if you have food that's been in there for a while, or you put fresh fruit in there, because my daughter's a diabetic, so we always have fresh fruit in her fridge in her bedroom. This is going to help to extend the life of your food and keep everything nice and fresh. Right. So when you go out and you buy that mac and cheese and you forgot it 3 or 4 days later, believe it or not, you're going to be okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, and we just forget. We forget about our food, and if you can't get to the store very often, this is great for
Correct.
those people. Okay, here's your blue, red, orange, green, and purple. Your item number is K29491. Purple's most limited, so you'd like to place your order now if that's the color that you're loving. If you want to break this up into 3 monthly easy payments of $10.16. That opportunity goes away at the end of the day, so that's why you want to place your order today. 255,000 of these have been sold since they debuted in 2011. So I love what you said. Your cash ending up in the trash, no
Correct.
more. For $30. Think about how quickly this will pay for itself. When you buy those raspberries that are like $6 for like the tiniest little pack, within 1 or 2 grocery shops of you saving that food and actually eating it, you're paying for this, and it's doing the rest for the rest of the time that you have it.
That's correct. And I cut the cucumber over just to show you, look at the moisture that's on the inside. Because a lot of times we'll buy our cukes and the zucchinis and things like asparagus and they shrivel up. This is going to allow you to keep your vegetables and fruit longer. For our foodies, you might be 1 or 2 people at home. If you see that special deal on the peaches and all, feel free to do it. And again, we wanted to do this so we can honestly prove how well it works. There's day 3, side by side, same bananas. On the plate, we actually have some fruit and some cold cuts. And you can just see how it just literally disintegrates. And that happens usually in just a few days. One promise I make to all our foodies, and I've always done this since the first time in 2011, so I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
Listen to my mic. That's what we call the
good.
sound of freshness. I promise that that's what's going to happen with your romaine lettuce and your lettuce and cabbages. It'll keep everything nice and fresh. I call it the little security guard in your fridge.
I think it's fantastic.
It's really a great item.
Like to get the little security guard in your fridge for a tiny price of $30.48. Today's the day to place your order. Thank you, Chef Tony. I'm in love with this. I'm getting one. What color do I want? Blue.